we will not be oppressed, my brothers. We will stand up and rise up because we are better than the sum of our parts. We are like a great organism coming together to stand up to the forces of tyranny. And with the greatest weapon of all, we have for sure the greatest freedom and the greatest weapon. And that is that has to have been my worst intro yet. Hello, how's it going? My name is Chris, and today we are doing what we do every day, which is animating on my animation series, Homesick Adventures. Which is, of course, a JRPG-inspired animation parody of all things JRPG. So last time, we were doing a lot of backgrounds. We had moved on from scene 5 to scene 7. Let me pull up my notes. So I did a little bit more work off stream, and I'll actually show that off in a few minutes. But I got the environment for scene 7 to an actual decent spot. And so I moved on to the animation phase, and I'll show that off as well. We're most likely going to be doing mostly animation today, but yeah, that's kind of the plan. This is more of a side note. I don't think I'm going to really show this off. Maybe I will. But I needed to send a scene to an animator yesterday, and I'd made some updates to it. And while I was re-exporting this clip, I decided to just add the music that my composers did to the scene. And something really interesting happened. A lot of times when you're working on a project, especially something creative, you kind of you move from this point of blue sky inspiration into sort of like a close it out phase. You're just hunkered down and focused on making the thing done and work. And that's kind of where I am in this project. And when you get to that phase, you kind of lose sight of the inherent qualities of the product. It's like, is what I'm working on even good anymore? And I've been kind of working on this project in a lot of different pieces, and this was the first time I'd seen the storyboard animatic and the music put together, and it really made the scene come together in my mind, and it honestly gave me chills. It gave me the experience of like, oh shit, actually this might be okay. Maybe everything's gonna be all right. So that was really cool. That was a great experience. Maybe I'll show that off, but probably not. I really need to make a lot of progress. I remembered a note that I forgot to write down. What was it? 2 per week. I'll get to that in a second. So last night I went to a dev meetup in San Francisco. I mean, that's more of just like what's been going on with my day. Though it did have a little bit of an impact on Homesick, which is that instead of being home animating like a hermit, I was out being social and meeting people. So I did get some work done yesterday, maybe not quite as much as I'd hoped, but hey, I need to be human too. My partner basically put it best, is like I needed to put on the human skin suit. So the 2 per week thing I just wrote down. So I was just doing the math and figuring out so I want to deliver this episode by the beginning of March, right? So that gives me 2 weeks in January and 3 weeks. I think next month is only 3 weeks. No, 4 weeks. Okay. Yeah. So it gives me 2 weeks, not including these last 2 days of January, and then 4 weeks in February. So Seagoat, come on, man. Thank you so much for the, 5 bits? Thank you. How's it going, dude? You know, you don't have to always do that. You can just say hi. How's it going? But yeah, the 2 per week. So I have about 6 weeks before the beginning of March, and I've got, I think, roughly 9-10 scenes. So that the math comes out to about, what is that? 2 scenes done, in quotes, per week. So that was just me sort of figuring out the cadence at which I need to go at. This is kind of what I've been targeting anyway, but I'm just glad I did the math and confirmed it. The episode 6 contest. That's not the high emote. Wait. Oh man, someone gave you some rough information. That's a great way to say hi. That's a great way to really introduce yourself to a room. It's just to drop fat stacks. Okay, so the episode 6 contest. Contest is kind of a weird word, but I'll just say that Here, I'll first and foremost mention and remind everybody that we have a Discord server. Boop. And there it is. So on the Discord server, actually, let me back up a little bit. So a few streams ago, I mentioned fat stack of one single nickel. Hey, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. What was I saying? A few streams ago, someone mentioned like, "Hey, you should put one of the people that watch the streams in a future episode." And I'm like, I haven't written episode 6 yet. Gonna lurk. All right, no worries. Thanks for lurking. Yeah, you should put somebody from the community or somebody who watches into the next episode. And I'm like, okay, sure. So if you are part of the Discord, I just put up a post saying, hey, if you have an idea for a character or if you want to play a character or something like that, you can post that, and then everybody who's on the Discord server will vote. Whoever gets the most votes will be a character in the next episode of Homesick, which is going to be starting the writing process actually in a couple weeks. I haven't scheduled it yet, but we're meeting in early February. Oh my god, everything's moving so fast. Okay, so on that note, one last note, I did have a community reward called Cringe Theater. I just wanted to point out that I did not forget about it. We're going to watch through my old animations, and I'm going to answer for my sins. So that's coming soon. I'm just so hunkered down and locked in trying to get this thing done. So forgive me for the delay on this, but yeah, that is still in the cards. Okay, enough talking. Let's get to more talking and planning. Man, my internet is having a rough time. That sucks, but there's nothing I can do about it now. Okay. So I was working on. Let's play back through what I've done, and then we can take notes on what needs to be done. So first and foremost, so we already saw this last time. This is the Green Hill area. Oh, I need to clean that up and clean that up. It needs some cleanup. I need to add more trees and environment stuff, but this environment probably won't take too long to wrap up. Ignore the seam. You'll never the seam in the sky. You'll never see that. So I'm less worried about this guy. It's actually that looks pretty bad. But that's okay. We'll fix it later. The other one that really got a lot of work into it was the bunker scene. I spent a lot of time filling this out with stuff and giving it a good coat of paint. So I'm pretty happy with where this has come. I could definitely give it a little bit more love, but it's getting to the point where I'm getting diminishing returns for the amount of time I spend against it. Oh, oops. Where is it? So yeah, there's a lot of environmental detail since I last streamed. Again, still not quite done, but done enough for me to start putting characters in. And I'll quickly show. I don't know if I showed this off last time, but I did do a little bit more to the signage in the condom dump site scene. So yeah, that actually gives the impression that there is a way over this besides them just jumping into a pile of needles. But yeah, that is where the backgrounds are. So I said, we're good enough. Let's move on back to Ace Bright. Oh, I forgot to, I'm gonna have to reopen this. Bear with me for a second. I said to myself, this is probably a good point for me to move on to the actual animations. So let me pull it up. I'll do it on screen. Nope. Oops. Tools. This guy. Oop. Oh man, I am losing a lot of frames. This sucks, man. Well, hopefully it stabilizes. Sorry if you're seeing a ton of lag, but I should have done something about that before I started, and that's my fault. So we're on scene 7v2. Yep, that's the one. Okay, cool. Let me load the audio. Episode 5, animation scenes, scene 7. And let's listen to this together. I did do some animation work and got Takato running in there, magic effects. It's them going through the various different challenges.
Waste of my time.
Kakuto still needs some work, but we're coming along. Runs up the hill. Timing's a bit off. All right, so that's the whole animation. I'm gonna put on my music, and then we can decide on what needs to be worked on. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Never mind the massive pecs. Okay. Music. What is music? How is music? Why is music? No. Here we go. How about... What am I in the mood for? Ooh, samba. Sure, let's try some of that. The best samba music, 1 hour royalty-free music. Excuse me. Oh, that's lovely. Those are levels. That's probably okay. Probably turn it up just slightly. All right. I was not expecting to listen to samba today, but I'm not mad at it. Okay. Let's see. So, notes. Come on. Okay. So, here are material patch environments. This isn't quite done. Oh, and oh, actually, I kind of have everything written out, but let me go into a little bit more detail. Oh, this is now Thursday. We'll say next week. Props. Props are going to become important at some point. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh man, the stream health is so bad. Okay. Let's focus. So clean up the animation. So who needs the most? Let's see, Kakuto is almost done. Hiro needs a lot because he's going to be doing a lot of movements. Chitoki and Toshi are kind of just standing there a lot. And I'll leave them for last. Okay. So this is what we're looking for in terms of the animation stuff. Honestly, this will probably take the rest of the day. Well, maybe not. I think the plan is definitely to give this stuff some work. And then... I can't think straight. Give this some work for the characters and the animations. And then if there's time, go back over... I had 2 missing... Shit, that's right. That was... Oops. The climbing... No, I'll just call it the vertical and... No, not like that. Looking up mountain... And the effects, those are least important. The props are actually more important. Let me move those up. Yeah, those are more important at this point than the backgrounds. Oops. I'm very... So, okay, so this is a good enough plan for the day. Sorry, I'm just super distracted because I'm really considering restarting the internet because it's so bad right now. I think I might do that. And hopefully it doesn't split this up. So, yeah, let me BRB, and the internet and the stream is probably gonna cut. Oh, now the stream health went back up. No, it's too inconsistent. I'm gonna cut it. So I'm gonna BRB. I'm gonna restart the internet, and hopefully that clears this up. So, apologies.
It was obviously him, but I just can't figure out how.
Just as I thought. Transmogrification. In short, he probably cursed you both from afar, because I guess he can do that now.